All right, guys, what is going on? Today is January 8th, Monday. Market is looking good on the Qs, choppy on SPY or ES. Nvidia is absolutely ripping like no tomorrow. Look at that. Gap up and then ripping like what, 16 points or something? Unreal. So Nvidia is what is driving. I mean, technically, all like Microsoft, Apple, they're all trending up, but Nvidia is by far the one that's absolutely uh, pumping NQ like no tomorrow. Look at that, 80 plus points just in the first 20 minutes. Not bad. I'm not in any trades yet, of course. I just don't really want to trade right now, of course. I'm trading on a live account, as it says right there. Not many other gurus can show you that. So basically, what I'm looking for on ES, let me just make sure. Okay, so we are recording the screen. So basically, what I'm looking for on ES is hopefully Nvidia will come back down at least a little bit and could possibly break like 4750, trade up there a little bit, range, and then break back down somewhere in this zone. Maybe a like retrace to like 40s or something. That would be absolutely fantastic. I just don't really trust. I would love to short in this little zone that we're in right here because this is now turning into a supply zone. What once was a demand zone on Friday is now a supply zone. So I just don't like that we're trading like literally 2 points below 4750 because if we break 4750, we're probably not going to just tap a tick over it and then dump. Probably going to trade at least a couple points above 4750. So that's just definitely something to watch. So that's why I'm not really getting into any shorts yet unless there's just like some massive confirmation that like I don't even know, Nvidia just dies or something or whatever, you know. But right now it's just such a skinny zone, really not a lot of room for error. So I'm just not really planning on taking any trades yet on ES and on NQ. I would love to short because obviously that's like a really extended range right here, but just with, I mean, Nvidia is kind of coming down now, but it's still too early, you know, especially after a massive move up like that. I can't really trust buying up here, and I can't really trust shorting. Now, we're obviously going to get a move either way, but I just don't have enough confirmation to take either side of that trade yet. The probabilities are just not in my favor right now. So we will see what happens with that. One second. All right. Okay, so there's a little bit of a breakdown on ES. Nothing crazy though. NQ could possibly be making a head and shoulders. This could be like the shoulder that forms like the head and then come back on down. The volume node is really increasing here, so you never know. Usually when the volume really increases, that's either a fantastic sign or a terrible sign. In this case, it's unless we break above and soar to new highs, that's looking good for bears because that means that a lot of the buying pressure is getting absorbed at around 16,585 to 580. So that's looking decent for NQ for a short. ES trading a little bit under that zone. Nvidia at 510. And again, this is why you have to watch the top 4 to 5 stocks in the S&P and NASDAQ because that is what drives the market, right? So you have stocks like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, Meta, Google, and Tesla that are all key market drivers in the Qs and somewhat in ES. I think it changes with just like a couple stocks in ES, but yeah, just watching those like 7 stocks definitely affects how NQ moves, and you'll see it's not going to be perfect, right? It's not like every candle will be like the exact same for like those 7 stocks and NQ, but just to get like the overall like, okay, we're kind of moving up for the day, then that's, you know, what you can look on NQ for. You can look for some trades that correlate with that. So, all right, so NQ could possibly smash 16,600, and ES could possibly double bottom here and break over like 50s. It's at 9:55, so 25 minutes of market open. No trades. Man, if I would have known, I really don't know why Nvidia is pumping up so much. I'm not seeing any like crazy news, or is there even news? Huh. Maybe. It's planning to start production of its H20 artificial intelligence chip, yada yada yada. I mean, assuming that that's it, but I don't know why we're pumping up this crazy. All right, so NQ. I don't know why NinjaTrader keeps doing this, like sending my chart back. It does not used to do that. I don't know why it's doing that. So this volume node is really exploding. There's a lot of obvious sideways movement, a lot of consolidation up here. We could retrace. Might take a trade soon on that, because it's really not looking bad at all. And especially when you look at something like Nvidia, like we should definitely see a retrace to, I mean, 503 to 506-ish, maybe. Yeah, somewhere around there, somewhere in that zone. All right, guys, I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back. Let's see what happened with NQ. All right, so that was a solid double bottom there on ES, and on NQ, we did just break 16,600, so might have gotten stopped out here if I shorted below 90s. Which, now that I think about it, that's kind of dumb that I was wanting to short NQ but long ES. That did not make any sense. So good thing, no trades yet. Not a massive move on ES, but hey, 5 points is 5 points. But if I shorted on NQ, definitely would have gotten stopped out. So did not know how I did not just notice that earlier. Let me look on a higher time frame. Oh, wow. Yeah. So NQ did break above 580s, obviously. So it's basically looking good for, I mean, however high it wants to go at this point. And then on ES, still have to break like 60s. Should be like right here. But even ES, if I can just break above like these wicks soon. Or those aren't wicks, that's just some weird price action. So if I can just break above 60s, then yeah, we should also be heading for clear skies. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen on NQ and ES. Wow, NQ keeps ripping. What is causing NQ to rip? What's moving? Oh, Apple broke above highs. Could be Apple. Apple ripping, and then NQ. Yeah, that pretty much lines up. So it's probably Apple that caused that squeeze on NQ. And the dangerous thing about trading NQ though is like you'll see a move like this, right? So from the open, we've extended now 120 points, right? No pullback for the last 30 minutes, or like barely a pullback. And the thing is, it might look phenomenal to go short right here. Man, look at all this upwards price action. Maybe we can retrace, and then you'll get short, and then just melt your face off to at least like 40, 50 points higher, just like that. Basically, like that move right here. And then you're just sitting there like, what the heck just happened? So honestly, for me, shorting NQ, like I just have nightmares about that. Because there would be times where literally every single time I would go too short, and now again, this was like 8 months ago where I'd like really be heavily trying to trade reversals and short like a liquidity grab for high a day on NQ, which was just a terrible strategy. But yeah, I just have terrible nightmares about NQ, shorting NQ on a move like this. Because 100 points, honestly, is nothing for NQ. If it's like maybe if it's extended 400 points on the day, maybe I'll take a short or something, you know. But only 100 points. I mean, it looks crazy, like no pullback whatsoever, but it's just too dangerous to short, or at least be an early short, right? That's really the dangerous thing, is being an early short. If you're shorting on the backside, then that's not as bad. But if you're trying to be a hero and start shorting when these white candles are printing, then you're literally just asking to get blown up. Totally asking to get blown up. Man, really seems like NQ wants to be traded today. ES is really not providing any solid opportunities. It has been for like the last week. And every time I traded ES, I was green, not an insane amount at all, but did provide some decent opportunities. We're just barely moving. 10-point range, not even. I mean, if NQ trades and retests that high, let me show NQ. If NQ can like retest and maybe sweep that high, but then trade back on down, maybe I'll look to get short, but I don't know. I would want to get short here, here, here. So I don't know. Maybe that just means that I'm trying to go against the trend too much. So yeah, I mean, why would I not be buying? Honestly, I don't really understand. I mean, that's wow. I mean, that's definitely the most bullish. I mean, besides that, it's the most bullish that we've had in the last week, basically. Yeah, who knows? There's a lot of what ifs, but not actually trading executions, which that's the only thing that matters, right? That's the thing about all these gurus, right? Like to all make their predictions and it could do this and it could do that. Yeah, guys, I don't know, right? The market could either go up or go down. Go pay me $300 now for that solid analysis, right? And that's what they say. And something is bound to happen. I mean, literally, you say it's going to go up or down from here. It's going to go up and down from any point. So, yeah, and the only thing that matters is actually taking trades and making money. Unfortunately, you don't get paid for a right prediction. You get paid for actually executing on the trade. And NQ just broke above those highs. Again, I still can't short or long here. It's not providing any like absolutely solid opportunity yet. And of course, ES is still like barely moving. Solid 4-point move. Yeah, this is literally like the thing about trading. It's just so boring for the most part. You just got to be patient. Just so boring. I mean, and it's really the hardest, like when you're not making any money, or like when you're watching the market move but you're not in, because it just feels like you're just wasting time, right? And that's honestly the biggest reason why I want to like possibly move to like an Arizona or California or somewhere where like the time is 2 to 3 hours behind, because over there it'd be 7 a.m. in Cali or 8 a.m. in Cali, and by the time that I would be finished, it'd be like what 11 o'clock here, so maybe 8 in Cali or 9 in like Arizona or something. That's not bad at all. I mean, the fact that you could be done by like 9, so here when the market doesn't even open for another 30 minutes after that, you could already be done for the day and focus on, business or whatever. Like that is so appealing to me, because I mean, it's not bad, but it's just like it just seems like trading in the East Coast just takes up like a decent portion of like productive work hours. And I mean, it's not bad, but just wish it could be a little bit more early in the day. I mean, seriously. But yeah, I don't know how people complain in like the West Coast that are traders, and they complain about like the time. Like, that seems like that would be absolutely fantastic, you know? Absolutely fantastic. Let's go check out NQ. So NQ just swept those highs. Again, there's really no actual backside short trade yet. And like, this is something I would short in anticipation of price like breaking down here and then, basically mirroring this move and then coming all the way back on down in anticipation. But then you get short and it doesn't even, it just keeps going up. And like, then it doesn't even look remotely close to head and shoulders. And then you want to wonder why you even trade patterns. And then, and so again, it's NQ is just so dangerous to be short on. I mean, it just fakes you out. That's honestly, that's like the biggest thing. NQ really just loves faking you out. And like the reason why I like trading ES more when it's actually moving is because it's just slow, right? You're not going to get faked out and just swept and then price actually goes in your direction. Like, that doesn't happen as often as it does on NQ. And yeah, ES, when it actually moves, I like to trade ES more. And the other thing about like trading on NQ is you really get slipped to death. I mean, when it's like really like moving, like if you're not buying the bid, and if you're not fast with it, you will pay an extra 3 to 4 points. Like, look at that, right? Like, what if you wanted to go short at 38, boom, it dropped to 34 in your market order, then you got short at 34 instead of 38 or 40. That's 4 to 6 points. That's insane. On one E-mini, that would be $120 that you just got slipped like that. And of course, I mean, that's just how the market is. Like, you're not always going to get the most fantastic execution, even if you are using a limit order or whatever. But that's the other reason why NQ, it's just tricky, right? Like, NQ is just a lot trickier. You have to be a lot more on your game. And it's just, I don't know. I think it's just easier to trade ES and just maybe size up a little bit more. That's about it. And there's more liquidity on ES too. Not that really matters, but that's why you get the more clean price action. And I believe NVIDIA just broke some highs as well. Yep, trading at 15 or 513.57. So Microsoft might come on down. Apple might come on down. Amazon looking strong. Meta flagging. Google chopping. And what's happening with Tesla being Tesla. Yeah, Tesla used to pay like 3 years ago now. 3 to 4 years ago now. Ever since they did like their splits and not really as much hype around Tesla. Garbage to trade, and people I still see people who trade options on Tesla. I'm like, you might as well just give your money to me, because at least you'll know where that's going. But if you want to trade Tesla options, like, you might as well just actually go to the casino, get free drinks, and just gamble it all away, because it's basically what you're doing trading Tesla options. You're just going to get whipsawed like that, be down 10-15% on a slight little move, get stopped out completely, and that's every single time on Tesla. It's absolutely atrocious. I've actually never seen a stock that moves as bad as Tesla, and as consistently as bad as Tesla. Like, it's crazy. So once again, ES... not really doing much, and NQ could potentially move on down, but I mean, does this not look similar? Does this not look similar to right here? I don't know, kind of does. I mean, I know it's going to take a little while for the actual move to develop, but it just seems like NQ should kind of be dumping right now if like it actually wanted to dump. And we're just not really getting that. I mean, there is obviously a decent volume node up here at the top, volume node right here, maybe short 630 down to 580. But I don't know, Nvidia now trading at 514. So I don't know. Nvidia just needs to be stopped. Well, Apple and Microsoft are coming on down. Yeah, look how slow ES is moving, bro. Oh my god. Literally all this for 5 points. Crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'll be fine with not taking a trade, but I just know something good's going to happen on NQ. Just don't want to miss it. I'm going to sit back down. ES is back in this zone from like 48 to 46. Might retest. NQ isn't dumping any sort of aggressively. Microsoft, oh, just broke below 370 for a second. Yeah, so now NQ is almost back at 40, which again, guys, like this is what I'm saying. Like, this is the tricky thing about NQ. It's like it doesn't look like there's a massive move here at all. But if you got short, anticipating a breakdown at 25, boom, with a little move, you're already down 10 points. If you use a 20-point stop, that's 10 points like that. Not even on an actual, reversal or something. But just on a little flip of a switch, quite frankly. I mean, what do you even call that? It's a little, literally just trading, I guess, just random trading. That's basically what that is. So and you really just don't get that much on ES, right? That's why I just love to trade ES so much more. Obviously, ES can pay a little bit less and move not as fast, but I just think it's more consistent. Oh man, is Nvidia still moving up? My God, at 515. Jeez. Opened at 495. So in 50 minutes, 20 points. 20 points in 15 minutes. That is crazy. Wow. Oh, man. Yeah, so you can see right here the volume node on ES is so much more balanced. Just all across the session, just volume everywhere at all prices pretty much. And on NQ, definitely not as balanced as ES, not even close. Massive volume node at like 30s and massive volume node at like 585. Today is just horrendous price action on ES. I really don't even want to watch ES. I don't know how we get better moves overnight than in regular trading hours, but whatever, I guess. Oh, I see why that's moving. That's stupid, but interesting, I guess. Huh. I don't think you guys will be able to see it, but let's see. Yeah, okay, you guys can. So if I move my cursor on like this bigger, on ES, this screen, if I move it back, then if you see right there where it's moving right now, if I move that back even more, then it'll push the other window's price back. That's dumb, and I hope that you can easily turn that off. That is so stupid. Especially when you have two different instruments on here. I don't know why you would ever need to do that, but whatever, I guess. Yeah, because it just constantly is messing me up. But whatever. We'll find a way to turn that off. Is Apple... Man, what the heck is keeping this market up? I mean, I guess Apple, but like... Wait, what? No time scroll. What the heck does that even mean then? Thought choosing... Wait, what? Okay, that's stupid. Alright, let's unlock. Still doing that stupid scroll thing. Wait. Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay, interesting. So I guess the difference between local and global is local just only moves this on this window. You can see it right here. And then on my other screen, it won't move it. But if I do global, then it will. That's actually dumb, but okay. I mean, at least we figured it out. Man, so much range up here. I mean, it is only 10:22. I mean, obviously we're going to get a move at some point. But, man, oh man. I mean, Apple's pushing right at the high. If it breaks 183.9, that'll be new high a day. And nothing else is pushing up. But again, Apple's weighted so heavily that that's probably what's keeping price up, which is annoying because I feel like we want to go down at this point. ES is stuttering, NQ is just consolidating at 30 to 40 zone. I don't know. This is so stupid. Just flipping through the top 7 stocks. I mean, they're holding. They're not dumping like no tomorrow. But like, if we're not going up, I don't know. Whatever. That's what I'm saying. Where like you can somewhat use like the top 7 as like a little bit of an indicator, but you can't use it to like a T. Like you can't know exactly what's going to happen just because, you know, Apple's moving up and Microsoft's moving down, you know, and then there's 5 other ones to go and look at, and you can't. I mean, maybe you can if like you're some quant genius that can figure out the exact correlation between every single stock and what's accounting for what move, but it's not me. it's just very odd that we're still holding up. That's my biggest concern, is that we're still just holding up. Even when the overall market is kind of down. I mean, even Apple now just rejected high a day and we're not even moving. And I don't know. I mean, I kind of wanted to short on NQ, but I don't know. I feel like getting a 5-point stop loss on ES is so much more just better than, I don't even know, a 20-point on NQ. I don't want to get married to getting short here. But it's like, look at that. Like, ES just keeps ticking up, little tick by tick. And NQ is just ranging. All right, guys, let me just pause the live trading for just a little bit, just to see if price can actually develop. I don't want to bore you guys. If you're still watching here, let me know in the comments if you guys prefer just like consistent, all like just no pauses at all, or if you want me to like kind of pause when like stuff gets boring, because that's basically what like 80+% of trading is, just super boring stuff. So I'll pause it here, but just let me know in the comments if you guys prefer no pauses or pausing when it gets boring. All right, guys, so ES did break above 47.55. I'm still not in any positions. I've not taken anything today, as you can see right here. No P&L at all, just still flat. NQ kind of broke up. I don't know, it's still consolidating. So yeah, I don't know. Damn, that actually did turn into a pretty good retest right there. I was kind of surprised. But yeah, so I'm not, I don't know, I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to take any trades today, because it's just not aligning with my plan at all. It's just not going down, basically, and I don't feel comfortable to buy just yet anywhere here. If we actually got like a proper sell-off on something, maybe I would actually want to get long somewhere, but it just, I don't know, just feels weird. But yeah, so ES, wow. Well, who knows, maybe now some midday action will start kicking in, and maybe there will be a trade set up at some point today, but just not really looking like it now. Yeah, I'm literally trying to figure out what is just moving this market up, but I literally just cannot tell. Apple's rejecting, Nvidia's not at high a day. Maybe Amazon? Nope. Amazon is kind of coming on down. Yeah, nothing is breaking high a day, so yeah, I think the sentiment at this point is pretty much just to call it. Just to looking in a few of the discords, it's just not looking great. But again, the market can change at literally the flip of a coin. I mean, 2 seconds, some news can come out, bam, trading opportunity. Let's start getting something in. But yeah. All right, I'll probably pause it again, give it a little longer, but then after that, it's gonna hit the gym and do other stuff for the day. And again, this is why I would love to be able to be trading, be done before 8 or 9 a.m. Like, man, that would just be amazing. Not 11 a.m. where, you know, meetings are going on and big phone calls are happening, and not just sitting here waiting. But I mean, hey, shit, guess you could just be, I guess, working during trading, but would not fly on a day where stuff's actually going on. It flies on a day where nothing's going on, but then why would you even be trading in the first place? I don't know. But anyways, gonna pause it. See you guys soon. All right, guys, I just got in short here. Just gonna take a quick stab at the market. Is it, you know, a fantastic trade? No, but with Apple now selling off, and the rest of the market not really doing much, I think, you know, we could get somewhat decent
Order submitted.
trade up here. Got my 5-point stop set up here. So now we wait. I'm gonna be really freaking pissed off if you know, if I chased here to sell at the ask and sold at the bottom. That would get annoying. But yeah, basically now we wait. Let's set the
Order
buy
submitted.
limit somewhere in that zone. And now we wait. The torturous thing is going to be the fact that ES moves so slow that yeah, ES moves so slow that this might take a long time. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. We shall see. And again, is this high a day? I have no idea. I am just kind of assuming that, you know, maybe we'll get like a little 5-point retrace, move stop to like, whatever, just ahead, break even trade, and then just see what happens after that. That's what would be ideal, because again, it's just not fantastic. But I don't know. So yeah, I really just think that this is the market like before. Basically, I just think this is the market before, you know, like an actual move happens, right? Like, it just seems like it's just moving so slow that I think at some point, let's stand up here. I just think like at some point, like the market will just start moving, just start looking alive. It's definitely looked alive on the upside. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just anticipating some downside here. But just really hoping that this is not going to be, you know, stupid little retrace up. I mean, I don't. Again, can someone please explain? Oh, now Nvidia's magically come in to save the day at 5:15 and breaking upwards. Okay. Sometimes I honestly don't understand how people buy literally at all-time highs, but I guess we need those people to become exit liquidity at some point. So at this point, we're over 50% of our stop. Yeah, that entry garbage. Obviously, could have possibly gotten another 2 points on that entry, which again is why entries are so important, because you can pick up another 2 to 4 ticks at least. And if you do that, then hey, maybe on every week, maybe 1 or 2 trades don't get stopped out because you had another half a point or point, 2 to 4 ticks of running room, and it just didn't get touched. So literally cannot stress how important getting good entries are. They're so important. And I mean, it's not bad if we wouldn't have been going up, I really would not have cared. But yeah, it's just shorting near the bottom is just rough. Okay, so now NVIDIA is at 514, right? So that's a solid little reject right there. Yet, ES is, yep, Microsoft also dumping, Apple holding, of course. Amazon heading down, NVIDIA reject. Yet we're still holding up. That is so odd. Even NQ is like barely melting. Huh. Literally just playing the waiting game. And again, this is why you also have to get solid entries, because if you do get solid entries, then, I mean, I'm not going to be really having to move my stop, because if we do break over that, I mean, I think that we'll keep going on up. Because again, I was anticipating this would be like high a day, but it's kind of looking like it's maybe not. I don't know, but again, this is just why the entries are so important. Because if you get a good entry, you don't even have to think about possibly moving your stop up just a little bit to cover some like bogus move, some bogus drawdown or whatever, which is what I was able to do like a couple of days ago when I had a garbage entry, moved my stop down a little bit just so I wouldn't get basically stop hunted and then price did reverse in, you know, the direction it actually wanted to go. And if I just got filled a little bit better, I'm not using market orders. I don't need to blame, the market order. It's just if I just, I don't know, just get in at a better price, then I don't need to worry, about just touching my stop loss. And if I need to put it at 47.62.25 so that, it won't touch 47.62 or something, it's like stupid stuff like that. Just need to really worry about what's actually going on in the market. But honestly, all of that kind of stuff, like what I'm just talking about with like the stop stuff, that's all just stuff that if you just get just slightly better, just provide you a better edge, just over the course of a while. And like for example, like let's say that I discover that, man, on a lot of these trades, just on certain trades, like on a 5-point stop loss, they usually I could see like, okay, let's say that on average, when I get in, on average, price might retrace 3 to 4 points. Okay, so then 5 points is fine. But if I see that on average it only retraces maybe 2 points, then okay, maybe I can now have my stop loss down to like 4 or 3, so on the times that it does keep going up, I can save myself a point or a point and a half and not have to pay that extra like point and a half just in getting stopped out, and I can save that, right? Because if you really think about it, a stop loss really is arbitrary, right? Like, it's not like this is like some magical protective area and, oh man, if price touches 47.61.75, oh man, it's over. No, you could literally just you know, like this could potentially be high a day, or something like that. And basically what I'm trying to say is like, you don't always need to have your stop loss be static, right? And especially again, if your stop loss is getting hit at 5 points and then it keeps going, then that's fine. You don't really need to move it. But if you're really good at entries and price only moves like just barely past your entry point, well then maybe you don't need, such a quote unquote wide stop loss like 5 points, which is, it's not wide at all. But again, right, like maybe you can just shorten it a little bit, and you don't need to pay that full 5 points. Maybe it's only 3.5 or 4. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get stopped out here. Apple, everything is just wanting to just go up, basically, which sucks because, again, if we look at NQ, nothing. If we look at ES, nothing. So, whatever, I guess. Yeah, this is just a bad example of not even like a bad trade, but just not good market conditions to trade. Because again, like where do you make money here? I mean, I guess if you bought, then you would make money, but yeah. So now we're a point away. Just broke 60. Because again, there's no one's actually buying this. This is just buyers. This is just shorts like me getting stopped out pretty much. There's no bullish pressure. There's no bear pressure.
Order filled.
But there's just getting stopped out pressure like that.
Order canceled.
So yeah, I don't really know what the hell that was. But $140 or $131 gross. Obviously, I had commissions 140. Account is now at 1709. I mean, hey, on another day that would have paid out. This is obviously, I mean, see if we can actually zoom in. Not like that. On any other day, this probably would have worked out for sure. Jeez, come on, InterTrade, let's go. But yeah, whatever. Just a little bit of accumulation, and again, not good price action at all across the board, especially on ES and NQ actually. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Basically, just chance, essentially. Because literally nothing, well, Google is making a new high a day, but nothing else is making a new high a day, so I'm not, again, sure why we're squeezing. But, hey, there you go. I mean, might have been off by 3 ticks. If this is not high a day, then this is literally all that would have gotten stopped out here. So, just going to pause it really quick. All right, so I had to take a quick phone call. So, yeah, looks like I might have gotten stopped out at the top. Yeah. Whatever, I guess. That's really the only reason I just get mad about, getting stopped out. Is basically times like this, right? When you just get stopped out at the high, totally bogus high too, like how short we traded in that zone. Yeah, I mean not really much else you can do about that. Again, just chance. Not really looking at the money, just 5 points or 5 points with 5 MES contracts. So be it. So yeah, just an example of a losing trade. So this kind of cancels out. I think was it last Monday's trade? When even was that? Trading Journal. Let's see. When even was this? Yeah, no, Tuesday. Oh yeah, that's right. Market was closed on Monday. So, yep. So that cancels out Tuesday, basically. Well, what can you do? All right. Well, I'm probably just gonna end this here. I mean, I would love to see what the I'd love to get what the end result of the market gets. Maybe I'll just shoot that. Maybe I'll do something later, put it on here. But that's basically the live trading for today. You know, if this does retrace, then yeah, we were just too early. But I mean, again, what can you do? On another day, it'll be like this or like that and actually pay. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys did stick all the way to the end, I do really appreciate it. That means that you are a serious trader and that you do want to learn from someone who's also trading with real money and real, just money on the line. So without taking up too much more of your guys' time, see you guys in the next one.